Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News' second video of the day. Today is September 5th, 2023 and I'm making this video in order to discuss what's going on with the Enrique Negreira case, specifically with the most recent article that states that a judge in Spain has found evidence that there was systematic corruption within the committee of referees. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and as I promised, I'm making this second video because I've been getting a lot of questions about what's going on with the Enrique Negreira case, especially with all the new articles that have been surfacing in the media as of late. Well, I'm here to explain to you exactly what's going on, but before we begin, just a quick recap for those of you who don't know what's going on. Jose Maria Enriquez Negreira is a former referee who retired from Spanish refereeing back in the 1990s, and Barcelona hired him as a consultant for the club between the years of 2001 to 2018, and during those years, Barcelona paid him 7 million euros. Now, this on its own, there's nothing controversial about it because all teams in La Liga hire former referees as external consultant. And the job of these consultants is to help the clubs interpret the rules of football, if there's any new rules, and to interpret those rules as well. And to also issue refereeing reports about certain referees. So for example, a consultant can tell the club, hey, be careful with this referee, he's very strict with tackles, or be careful with this referee, he's very strict with elbows or something like that. And that way clubs can prepare for themselves for each match and make sure that they don't commit certain infractions if they know that that referee is very strict. So that news on its own, or that bit of information on its own, there's nothing controversial about it because Barcelona hired Enrique Negreira as a consultant like all the clubs in La Liga do. But what's controversial about this is that Jose Maria Enriquez Negreira was also the vice president of the committee of referees. Now, the fact that Negreira was a consultant from Barcelona while at the same time the vice president of the committee of referees prompted the prosecutor's office to launch an investigation into Barcelona to see whether there was any kind of corruption where Barcelona were paying Enrique Negreira in order to affect the outcome of the matches. Well, after several months of investigation, the prosecutor's office has found that there is absolutely no evidence of corruption, that Barcelona were not paying Enrique Negreira in order to buy referees or buy matches or affect the outcome of matches. And the prosecutor's office are not the only office to reach the same conclusion. The Treasury office in Spain also performed their own investigation, and they also found the same exact thing, that there is no evidence that Barcelona were trying to bribe any referees or change the outcome of matches through the hiring of Jose Maria Enriquez Negreira. The Royal Football Spanish Federation also reached the same conclusion. And finally, UEFA, who dispatched their own investigators to Barcelona and combed through thousands, if not millions of documents from Barcelona, also reached the same conclusion, that there is no corruption and that Barcelona did not try to bribe any kind of referees through the hiring of Jose Maria Enriquez Negreira. Now, the investigation by the prosecutor's office into the Enriquez Negreira case is still ongoing. However, it had switched course because they're now investigating whether the former Barcelona presidents such as Bartomeu and Rosé actually used the hiring of Enriquez Negreira as a way to steal money from the club and launder that money. Now, despite all these organizations reaching the same conclusion that Barcelona did not bribe any referees or try to influence the outcome of the matches through the hiring of Enriquez Negreira, today an article in the Real Madrid-leaning media was released stating that a judge in Spain has uncovered evidence that there was systemic corruption within the committee of referees. Now, the judge who supposedly uncovered this new evidence is named Joaquin Aguirre Lopez, and he wrote a judicial declaration where he claims that there is evidence of systemic corruption in the committee of referees and that there's evidence that Barcelona influenced the outcome of matches through Enrique Negreira by using the promotion and demotion system. Now, this judge alleges that Barcelona did not bribe referees directly by giving them cash or giving them money directly, but instead they paid Enrique Steireda to promote referees who were like-minded, quote unquote, and therefore these referees were more likely to rule in favor of Barcelona, because even though they didn't receive cash payouts from Barcelona directly, they are getting a huge boost in their income by becoming first division referees. Now, in his judicial resolution, this judge points out to logical possibility. I repeat that. Logical possibility that FC Barcelona's payments to Enrique Steireda and companies linked to him allegedly sought to benefit from certain decision-making within the refereeing collective, which would have necessarily been to the detriment of other teams. So just to conclude, the evidence of this judge, the evidence that this judge has that Barcelona influenced the outcome of matches through Enrique Steireda using the demotion and promotion team is quote unquote logical possibility. Yes, you heard that correctly. A judge, someone who's supposed to know about the law, is citing to his evidence, which is logical possibility. Is this a joke? See, some of you might know this, but I'm an actual attorney. If I walked into a court and said, "Judge, I have evidence that this person did this, and my evidence is logical possibility," I would be laughed out of that court. Not only would I be laughed out of that court, I'd be at risk of losing my license because I'm standing in the court of law claiming that a certain person committed a criminal act, and my only evidence is logical possibility. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the circus of Spanish football. You know, someone today commented on my video, said that I was being paranoid, thinking that everyone is out to get FC Barcelona. But well, if this is not evidence that there are plenty of enemies out there against Barcelona, I don't know what is, because here we have an actual judge who's in charge of applying the laws of an entire nation, writing this judicial declaration accusing Barcelona and the committee of referees of corruption, and the only evidence that he can cite to is logical possibility. I don't know what to tell you. But to answer your questions, if there are any new updates about the Enrique Steireda case, no, there aren't. The prosecutor's office in Spain, the Treasury in Spain, the Royal Spanish Football Federation, and UEFA itself have all found zero evidence that Barcelona tried to bribe any referees or influence the outcome of any matches through the hiring of Enrique Steireda. This is simply a desperate campaign by the Spanish media to bring up the Negreira case, and it's no coincidence that it's happening right after the summer transfer market concluded, because once again, Mbappe has made an absolute fool of Real Madrid. And of course, Real Madrid have now to distract away from the terrible summer transfer market that they've had by bringing up again the whole Enrique Steireda case. But the question is, are you really surprised? Because I'm not. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.